Today on Place Name Here.
The gotcha epidemic.
I don't know what that means. Place name here.
Here.
That was
So, I don't. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean Miller,
And I'm Tony Dalton.
and this is Place Name Here. You know, there's been something that's been bothering me for quite a while. What? Oh, yeah. We need to make sure you pick those up. Where did you like? It seemed like you were really having a hard time removing that from somewhere. But by the way, I do have to say, you know, as a side note, you were dressed rather. I'm like very casual today, and you're like super fancy. Oh, you guys, you're wearing your college professor outfit.
Yep, full gimmick today.
You were teaching today, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yes, or that would be odd if you weren't. I was like, I was actually mowing the lawn.
Actually, I just wore this because washer's not working great. So this is what I
Nothing
had.
clean.
In fact, actually, right now I'm wearing a pair of gym shorts as boxers.
Laundry day. Nothing clean.
I got it.
Oh, it's laundry day.
Yeah. You know,
It's from Terminator.
I got it.
The Terminator.
When I frown big enough that you can no longer see my mouth now.
It does look funny. But it's in HD, so I'm sure the lines, if this was in the old standard def, your beard would just blend into like, it is kind of freaks me out a little bit. You should put a little like,
Why?
just like some highlights right around the right around the mouth, so you can tell when your mouth's closed that you have a mouth. Because that's really important for everybody looking at you to know that you have a mouth.
A student
Oh my
pointed
God, that guy does not have a mouth!
A student pointed that out to me today.
That you don't have a mouth.
Because I did this. And she's like, where did your mouth go?
Wow,
It's good.
that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, in fact.
Okay.
It's so unbelievable. So anyway. So have you noticed, I don't know if this is it seems like it's become pervasive.
Pervasive?
Is that a thing? Does that mean it's like everywhere?
Yes.
I said the word like I knew what it meant. But then it was like double checking.
So basically I was a pocket dictionary there for that moment. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you were a pocket. Never mind. I can't get this out.
Neither could I. I finally got it though.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, yes. So there's been something I've been noticing, and maybe it's just me, and I'm weird like that. But I've just noticed that when you're talking to people nowadays, instead of people going or whatever, a lot of people say gotcha. They say gotcha, and you're like explaining something, and then they're like, yeah, gotcha. And it's an epidemic now.
Absolutely not what I thought we were going to talk about.
What did you think it was? Like Gotcha, the paintball game? That
No.
movie called Gotcha?
No, I was thinking like gotcha journalism, but I like yours better.
Well, no, and yours probably has more social relevance and is important. Mine is literally just a weird thing I've been noticing in my psychotic brain. Is that like, I guess what my problem with it is like it's fine. It's weird that like a lot of people do it, younger people do it more frequently than
Really?
older people, but older people started doing it. It's the same thing as, fundamentally, it's the same thing as someone going, or like, that's very interesting, right? Or I understand.
It's a verbal affirmation kind of
It
thing.
is. But unfortunately for me, because I don't know if it's because I started noticing it, or maybe because when certain people say it to me, I understand they want me to shut up, that I just instantly
Really?
think that the person's being dismissive, that they're like, so it doesn't matter. Like if it's in a meeting or a general conversation and people are like, gotcha. It's like, Like literally, I do not want to hear anything more you're saying.
It's the
shut up.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Stop explaining it. Stop explaining it. See, the problem is that inherently, explaining how I feel about gotcha will get somebody to say gotcha. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Enough.
Okay.
Enough explaining.
But okay. No, and I mean that is legitimately okay. So
you haven't noticed this.
no,
You might notice it now.
but now I will. And I feel like there's different variants on that, different versions of this. Gotcha.
It's not. It's like it's not just. It's also weird that it's gotcha, like the gotcha one word, and not like I or got you or like it's bizarre that it's gotcha.
Is it text speak bleeding
I
into?
wonder. It could be.
Because I get stuff like that from my sister-in-law
People say out loud, "lol."
or totes. That's my favorite.
Totes, yeah. It's funny. Sometimes I say those things completely ironically, I guess, but then you do it so often, and then you realize it's part of the way you're talking, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's no longer ironic. I'm actually just an idiot.
It's just
I just say those things.
It's yeah. I mean, you start to speak the way that you write, which is weird because in a lot of situations it's supposed to be the other way. You write the way that you speak.
That's interesting.
So maybe it's just it's also in this. It's weird how this conversation is going this way, but I'm okay with this. It's potentially sort of the idea that most people on their phones even don't have the phone icon. Like they won't set up the idea of calling anybody anymore. It's only text. In fact, there are plans out there that don't have voice or that don't even offer that because a lot of people just don't do that.
Well, I thought that was a thing back in the early days of the phones too. They had little sidekicks that weren't even phones; they were just
just for
message
text,
devices. I didn't realize that was still happening.
Yeah, so they're getting to the point now where your phone. I mean, some people rarely use the actual phone element of it beyond texting or web browsing or stuff like that. So, I mean, it's entirely possible that that's kind of what's happening is because of that transition that the majority of your life is in text in some form or fashion that you would naturally start to then speak the way that you write as opposed to write the way that you speak. It's kind of an inversion there. It's
fascinating.
It's this. I swear, this has gotten really deep over something. Yes.
I should have got my notepad out.
I need a bubble
I'm
pipe.
gonna get my notepad out. Wait. My notepad. Keyboard.
You're changing stuff. You're going to play something by accident in the background on your Amazon Music. Are you just...
I'm typing everything you're saying, man. Everything. I'm that good at typing.
It's like you can't even see the keyboard in the frame. So you could be doing nothing. Look, I'm typing right now.
Typing. You can hear that noise, though, originally.
I guess. But look, we're typing here right out of the frame.
I'm typing. Hold on, I'm typing. Yeah, so keep an eye out for the gotcha epidemic.
An ear.
Or an ear. Yeah, I guess it would be. I'm looking for it. I don't understand.
Looking.
I can't see the word gotcha anywhere.
Gotcha. Wow.
You'll notice it, man.
I'm going to hear it now.
Odd.
And you know what it is? I'll say it to you now. Because
and you'll just see me go.
I'm going to do it in the next meeting.
Or when you hear, if you hear somebody else say it, look at me. Because I feel like every time I'm curious, like I'm trying to keep a poker face and just be like, I don't really know. Like I'm trying not to acknowledge that I heard them say it. But I think for you'll start laughing and no one will know why you're laughing.
It's basically what we do with the word pedagogy.
Pedagogy, right? Pedagogy.
Whenever we see that word, sometimes if we're in the room, we look at each other and like.
Every time I hear it, I look over at Tony just to see if he reacts to it.
I think it's just overused and misused. But
like they say, talking in the meeting, pedagogy. Right. So when you hear gotcha, look over at me because you'll see.
I'll see.
You'll see like whether it's some tell. You'll see a tell of some kind.
The tell is always in the eyes.
That I noticed it. Right. It's
always in the eyes.
There it is again. Gotcha.
It's always in the eyes and the slight head tilt.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
That was the thing. I think it got like You know,
It went deep.
it got deep.
Deep.
We dug deep. Digging deeper. I don't know how to dig deeper.
Do you not use a shovel ever?
What's a shovel?
Oh boy.
Digging deeper. Am I telling you to steal second? That's even funnier for me considering I don't play
Sports ball.
sports ball. But yeah.
What do we? All right, so we just need a cutaway back. Mm-hmm. And maybe on this one, I just leave the silence of the room. So let me record like 15 seconds of silence in here. You hear my bubble guts?
You're like,
My bubble guts?
wait a minute. This is the sound of silence.